Hi, I'm Lisa Herring with Side by Side Solutions. I'm a retired Social Security claims specialist and I have the SSDI insider secrets. So today I'd like to talk to you about myth number 5, and that is everyone gets automatically denied. This is simply not true. There are actual reasons for denial. So number one, first and foremost, and I know this because of my experience at Social Security, where I had the very unfortunate job of processing all of the denials for my office. Now, I did not make the decision because the decision is not made by Social Security. The decision is made by your state agency, something called Disability Determination Services, which is typically housed at your Department of Labor usually. So I didn't make denial decisions, but what I did do was process denials. This was a very distressing workload for me. I didn't like to be sending out letters to people telling them that they had been denied, letting them know what their appeal rights were. And what happened was I got very curious about why some of these claims were being denied. So specifically, I looked at claims where maybe I had interviewed the individual and it was very obvious to me that this person could not work, or claims that were, let's say, 100% disabled veterans who had a lot going on. And so I got curious about why these folks were getting denied. What was happening? Was there something in particular that I saw so many of these claims being denied? So I looked into that, and what I discovered was that on many occasions, the reason was because medical evidence that was needed to show that they were in fact disabled and met the criteria at Social Security either didn't make it into the file, maybe partly made it into the file but not enough of it, or made it into the file but made it in too late, or there was so much evidence, like there very often is with veterans, let's say, that there was an overwhelming amount of evidence and the good evidence was buried in a lot of evidence that was completely irrelevant. So I thought to myself at that point, wow, this is largely preventable, these types of denials. So there was that. And then in addition to that, obviously people get denied if they don't meet the criteria. And that's a legitimate denial. Those denials should happen. So when you see the statistics for denials, and I think currently the average approval rate, well, statistics are maybe from a few years ago, is maybe about 35% for initial claims, and that is low. You have to understand that there are many people who file for disability who simply don't meet the criteria. Another reason for denial that's actually preventable is non-cooperation. So we do have folks that really kind of through no fault of their own don't cooperate with us. Typically that might be somebody with some really significant mental illness that doesn't have a support person to kind of help them cooperate. Homeless veterans and homeless individuals in general are at a real disadvantage because of course they're moving around. Maybe we can't find them, things like that. But one of the things that is preventable as far as cooperation goes is that sometimes, not always, Social Security will send someone for a consultative exam. Actually, it's not Social Security, it's Disability Determination Services. But anyway, the letter that comes to you that says, hey, we've scheduled an exam with a doctor, this is the appointment. You have to go. If you don't go, those are automatic denials. So that's a way where sometimes people don't cooperate and they can get denied for that reason too. The good news is you have appeal rights and you should always appeal a claim that was denied. Thank you.